Hey everybody, it's Jody Seeley with Our High River, helping you get more connected in our community this weekend. Beautiful Thursday afternoon right now. Things are looking good, but man, our weather's been interesting this week, hasn't it? I know. All right, tonight being Thursday night, a few things to put on your radar if you haven't made plans with the fam as of yet. There is some pretty cool things that you can check out, including the High River Tennis Club. They are doing some really cool opportunities for you to get free tennis, and tonight they're also giving you an opportunity to learn about the tennis ladder. There's lots of details on their Facebook page if you want to check it out, but it looks like the weather's cooperating if you want to learn a little bit more about tennis tonight. 100 Women Who Care are having their meeting tonight. Now, they meet in Okotoks at the Crystal Ridge Golf Course, but this is a collaboration of women from throughout the foothills that help support charities across the foothills as well, which includes our charities here in High River. So if you're looking for a way to connect with some other women, get to know some more people, and give back to the community, this is a really cool opportunity to check that out. Their meeting starts at 7 o'clock, and they're really, really conscious of time. So you're in and out in an hour, and you're going to give back to a great charity this evening as well, which is very, very cool. Live in the lodge tonight with Randy Hutchings is going to be performing at Mr. Mike's over on the lodge side. That live music starts at 8 o'clock tonight if you want to check it out. The Practice Community Yoga will be taking over that beautiful space at the High River United Church tonight starting at 7 o'clock. It's just a $2 donation if you would like to get your yoga on tonight, which is very cool. Friday is going to be another fantastic day in High River. Friday night, you have a chance to connect with artist Tim Eisberg. He's going to be performing at Carlson's on McLeod. Tim's got incredible music, CD out, and a really cool story and background of life. If you're looking for some great music and some great story, then make sure you check Tim out tomorrow night at Carlson's. Cocktails will start around 6. The show's going to start around 8, and it's just $20 for your advance tickets. If you're looking to get your laugh on for the first weekend of May, well, then your opportunity is tomorrow night at the Spitzy Post. They are having a stand-up comedian night. Features comedians Mike Dambra, Ken Hicks, and Adam Blank, along with other special guests. 8 o'clock is the start for the comedy night at Spitzy Post, and should be a whole lot of fun. Our High River Heat Junior B Lacrosse also have a lacrosse game tomorrow night if you want to come cheer on the Heats. We know that lacrosse is a really crazy fun sport to watch. Our High River Heat are fantastic, so come cheer on the team. They'll be taking on the Rocky View Rage tomorrow night starting at 8 o'clock, and that's at the Bob Snodgrass Recreation Complex. High River United Church is having their spring garage sale tomorrow. That goes from 9 until 2, and by tomorrow I mean Saturday, so make sure you check them out on Saturday for their garage sale. Housewares, toys, linens, Joy's Jewels, books, and a whole bunch more. Come and check it out and do a little garage shopping. On Saturday, we are inviting you to come over to the green side, and may the 4th be with you. There's some cool Star Wars environmental jokes in there, isn't there? I think so. 15th annual Green Sweep is taking place on Saturday morning. This is your opportunity to help us up the grade in our vital signs report. Our environment in High River got a B+. Would love to see that jump up to an A. If you want to come out, bring the whole family. Volunteers are needed for Saturday. So what happens is you basically just show up at the Bob Snodgrass Recreation Complex. You don't have to register in advance or anything like that. Just show up prepared for weather, raking, picking up garbage, that kind of thing. Free breakfast kicks off the day at 9 o'clock. We'll then divvy up the duties, go give some community environmental love to our green spaces, and then we'll wrap things up with a volunteer wrap-up barbecue at noon. Pretty cool, right? We've also teamed up with Alberta Recycling, so you can do an electronics recycling roundup. And there's a full list of things that you can recycle in that department listed for you at highriver.ca. It gives you that full list. And then if you're going to be doing some spring cleaning around your place, the tipping fees are paid for us as High River residents until the 5th as well. So this weekend, or until the Saturday, till they close on Saturday at the Foothills regional landfill. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's a really cool opportunity to get out and to help us clean the community, have some fun. So we'll hopefully see you there on Saturday. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Also, the second annual High River Mother's Day Market is taking place on Saturday. This one is at the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church from 10 until 2. They're located at 910 12th Avenue in the Southwest, and looks like it's going to be another great market for them this year. A reminder as well that your census enumerators are going to be out this weekend. Or that's really hard to say. Numerators is what I'm trying to say. Your census peeps will be out and about this weekend as they have been for the last several weeks. So again, just looking for you to not be afraid to open the door, to say hello, and to help us get those census numbers. And you might think, why bother? Why do I want to do this? And you can do it with your census person, or you can do it online with your code. And what happens is they calculate that it's about $200 and so, give or take a little bit more, per person for that. And so if you're wondering, where does that money go once the census numbers come in? Once we get those great numbers and the money that we're able to get from that when it comes to the town of High River with a capital T, it comes back to us as citizens. So some of the projects that have been earmarked for these funds is the roof maintenance at the Recplex, the expansion of the fire hall, as well as the utilities upgrade needed on Center Street. So some very cool things and very cool projects to assist our community for you to take the maybe 5 minutes it would take to complete your census. So hopefully you can help out with that this weekend. The Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee have started this really cool initiative, and what I think is neat with this group of youth from our community is they learned that about 1/3 of young girls and women across Canada really struggle to afford feminine hygiene products. So they have started an initiative called Project Period, and they're going to be looking for donations this weekend. The kids are going to be at Sobeys in High River on both Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 2 collecting those donations. Then they're going to take bags door to door in the community on May the 7th and come back on May 14th to pick up any donations that you can give. And they thought, you know what, this is a stat we're seeing across Canada, but for sure, there are young girls and women who are struggling to afford those products right here in our community, and that's what this youth group would like to do. So that is pretty fantastic at the end of the day that they're going to do that. So hopefully you will see them at Sobeys this weekend. If you want to find out some more details about this Youth Advisory Committee, you can contact Amanda King, aking@highriver.ca. The contact info is up in the community events calendar at highriver.ca as well. So keep that in mind. Tonight also, I almost forgot to tell you about this. Back to the 80s Music Bingo is happening tonight at the High River Brewing Company. So that's also going to be a whole lot of fun. So don't forget to check that out. And then giving you a heads up into next week. So nationally, it is Emergency Preparedness Week across the country. For the town of High River, for our community, Mayor and Council dedicated the entire month of May to be Emergency Preparedness Month. So there will be some things going on throughout May for this. There is 2 events next week that I want to give you a quick heads up on. Monday night, plan to join Emergency Social Services at the Recplex. There's going to be what they're calling a mock reception center at the Recplex Monday night. So this is going to go from 5 till 7, and that will just give you an opportunity to see what a reception center looks like. Now for some of us, we remember and we know what that looks like, but maybe it's an opportunity to have a teaching moment with the kids if you're new to the community, if you kind of want to look like one looks like, and the procedures of if we had to open an emergency operations center for any reason, that you'll have an opportunity to walk through that in a time frame when our minds aren't in an emergency situation. You know what I mean by that? So when Emergency Social Services opens up a mock reception center or a reception center, they're covering things like connection, food, lodging, that kind of thing. So they're going to have cots set up to look like what a reception center would look like. We're going to have people on hand for you to learn more about it, and we're also going to have food provided by our friends at the Salvation Army. So it's kind of an event to learn, to educate, and also to celebrate that we have these services in our community. The amazing High River Fire Department is going to be on hand to give us some information on fire preparedness and prevention. Rumor has it they might be bringing some cool equipment from our High River Fire Department for us to check out, and I know the kids are going to like these too, so that will be really cool. We'll have somebody on hand which may or may not look a lot like the person you're staring at right now. We're going to go through 72-hour emergency kits. So I had the opportunity to take some training on 72-hour kits, and we're going to go through what that looks like, and you'll be able to sign up for kitchen parties where we'll come into your home, we'll hang out in your neighborhood, you can bring over the neighbors. We'll talk more about this next week, but an opportunity to build those 72-hour kits that we all know we need, but we maybe never take the time to actually do so. So we're going to do that on Monday night as well, and kind of have this little emergency preparedness party. And there will also be some information and photos on hand to update you on all the flood mitigation that has happened in our community. Okay, so that's Monday night, 5 to 7. Wednesday night of next week is our monthly community cafe right here at the Community Culture Center. And we're going to have an emergency preparedness sort of feel to that night as well. Again, with the 72-hour kits and ways to prepare. Plus, it's McHappy Day on Wednesday. So I already know what we're going to eat on Wednesday night. It is going to be delicious, and proceeds from our food that night are going to go back into the community, to the Ronald McDonald House, and also to the High River United Way Partnership. So just a heads up, Wednesday as well for you. No matter what, all day long, when you stop by McDonald's in High River, you're able to help those two local charities at the same time. So that's a heads up on how you can get connected in your community. If by chance I have missed something, I apologize. Please post it in the comments below. And a reminder that you can always get your events put on the Town of High River's community events calendar, which is becoming our one-stop shop community events calendar. You can email communications@highriver.ca and send your info through there, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you on the green side Saturday morning. May the 4th be with you. I have to say that more than once. You know I do. Awesome. Be sure to share this video on your social media so we can let everybody know what's happening in High River this weekend.